video describes the process I used in creating the Selenite Orgonite, the intention I put into it, and some of the materials. There are 3 sections to the video. The first section shows the materials and the intention. The second section shows what the Orgonite looked like about 3 hours after it cured. And then the last video shows what the Orgonite looked like 3 days after curing and shows the intention. I'm making this video to show the before and after in my process for making Heart Orgonite. I've made Orgonite a few times, so I feel like I really understand the process and the intention and energetics behind it. I have made a few other videos explaining how I make Orgonite. I'll put those in the description below so you could find out more. But for this batch, first focusing on making 10 pieces of Orgonite that will eventually look something like this. I'm going to make them even nicer looking if I can to show the layers and materials inside a little better. But that's something what it's going to look like. But, basically you take a mixture of organic and inorganic materials and you put them in a mold with some resin, and then the resin compresses on the gems and minerals and makes them more active and energetic. So I just wanted to make a comment on how I feel Orgonite works. I feel the way it works is that it's everything has an energetic. The music we listen to, the clothes we wear, our own thoughts, how you set up your home, how the office is set up, what type of lighting you have, the weather. I mean, there's just dozens of things that affect how we think or how we feel or what we're attracting into our lives. And I feel like the most powerful thing that affects our lives is our own thoughts. Although we do have, everything around us is affecting our energy field. So you can bring positive objects into your energy field that support you, including, gems and minerals or artwork or, plants. But Orgonite, for me, it's something that it compresses the gems and minerals inside of it, and it makes the energy of those gems and minerals stronger. And I feel like our own thoughts about it are actually even more powerful than the Orgonite. But the common use for Orgonite is that it's to reduce the electromagnetic fields around us. And we have Wi-Fi and cell phones and other frequencies that are around us that aren't that natural, that aren't that healthy for the body. And Orgonite offsets that. I feel like the way it works is that it compresses the gem or mineral, and it gives off an energy of that, pulsing energy of that gem or mineral, and that helps support the human energy field. So I feel like it's more like it magnifies the positive energy of your body, just like wearing a gem or mineral on your body would, but because it's compressed, it helps strengthen that energy field. And it's one of the ways that it helps, combat energy fields is having the copper, having organic and inorganic materials. You have a little copper, a little shungite, which is good for reducing EMF fields. And then within this resin, it magnifies the energy of it. And then I like to put, just for this round of Orgonite I'm putting in this, I'm using a lot of heart-shaped selenite. And for me, selenite, it really has the rainbow within it because color white contains the rainbow within it. And so the rainbow, you really get all of the energies and frequencies available, and white's also associated with kind of higher dimensional energy, and also angelic energy. But I just have a good feeling when I hold a piece of selenite. So I ordered 10 pieces of heart selenite to make into Orgonite, and also made either a triskel or a spiral for each of them. There's a lot of meanings to the Triskele or the Trinity. I think every religion and spiritual tradition have their own thoughts about what the Trinity is. But for me, I personally think of it as the mind, body, and spirit. One of the original Celtic ways of looking at it was water, earth, and sky. So different levels of subtlety of energy and physicality. There's a lot of different meanings for it. So I'll show some of the materials I'm going to use. This is the before. So this is a mold I'm going to be using for the heart organite. I'll have to make 2 batches because you can't make 10 at once. I can only make 8 at once. So I'll make a couple batches. And this is the resin I use. I use this one because it's very clear. There's other types, but this one is what I've read is the most clear. That's the type I use. And use a catalyst to make it harden. I use a little bit of aluminum likely. I'll work on it a little intuitively. There's some shungite. Have a mortar and pestle. I'm going to crush some of the items and I'll make layers. And then this is a material I'm really excited about. This is fulgurite. It's from Sedona. It's from Thunder Mountain. One of my friends mailed it to me to use for orgonite. But fulgurite is formed by lightning striking the ground, and then it forms into this. It makes the earth into a solid material. It's kind of like clay, but this would be infused with the plasma energy of lightning, which is also in the sun, and would have the energy of Sedona and also the energy of the earth. So I'll take some pieces from that and crush it into powder or little pieces, then make a layer in the orgonite. And I have over 100 different gems and minerals over here. Just show a few, but this is light green jade, dark green jade. These are all natural. This is rainbow obsidian, angelite, blue jade, sodalite, another type of jade. This is celestite, rainbow aura quartz. Just got almost every gem or mineral you can think of that's semi-precious or just a mineral. Lots of types of hematite, and also have some turquoise, some more hematite, some peridot, some opaque emeralds right here. They're part of the Synergy 12, some meteorites from outer space, and then blue agate and angelite. So I'll just pick from those as I go along. I'll add a few pieces I just feel intuitively drawn to add to some of the specific orgonite pieces. So that's the before. This is a little studio I set up in our garage. You have to do it outside or semi-outside because of the vapors from the resin catalyzing with the catalyst. So that's the before. I'll show you the after when I complete it. Just wanted to share the initial picture of how the orgonite turned out. I'll show another one later. Just finished completing them about 3 hours ago. They were sitting, and now they're mostly cured. They're hard to the touch, and I'm gonna let them cure up and settle in a kind of a sacred space for the next few days. I'll just take one out to show it to you. Just take this one out. So you can see the different layers there. The material is inside, and when you hold it at a certain angle, you can see the selenite really light up nicely. At some point I'll definitely bring these out in the sun. I feel like that adds a nice energy to them. You can see a sage leaf in there. It's a piece of hematite at the bottom, another copper coil, some amethyst, rose quartz, and that brown material is the fulgurite, the lightning struck earth. There's a little aluminum that helps with support the EMF reduction and protection. There's some hematite dust, it's reddish, and then some shungite, copper triskel. So it came out really nice. Well, I completed the finishing on this first batch of Orgonite to share on Etsy on my Heart Orgonite site. Came out really just how I expected it would. I was really happy with it. The selenite is actually a lot more, is more kind of golden and sparkly and energetic than I expected it would be, which is really wonderful. Just took lots of photos. I took 3 or 4 photos of each piece, so you could see the luminescence of the of the selenite and also the different items inside. And then I put a piece of sage in each of pieces of Orgonite, and it turned a little bit goldenish, which is nice. I think of it as activated sage because I did a lot of intentional work and energy work with it to add a good vibration to each of the pieces of selenite. So each step along the way, I was adding, intention and doing energy work. My intention. I ended up using the same items for each of the pieces of Orgonite. There's selenite, there's rose quartz, amethyst. I added a spiral of copper, and each one has a triskel, copper on the back, which I really took time doing to make it as neat as possible. Each one has shungite, that's the black material inside, which reduces EMF. It's very grounding. And then some aluminum, which also helps break up EMF. This one has a little bit of reddish dust on the bottom. That's hematite dust. And has the fulgurite again. They feel really energetic and nice, and really they have more than one intention and purpose. For me, the selenite energy is very angelic, also it's higher dimensional energy, which has the rainbow inside of it. The white light contains the rainbow. So for me, this carries an energetic of the rainbow, of of a 12th, 13th dimension, 11, 12, 13 dimension, higher dimensions, connecting to higher aspects of your higher self. Has a strong angelic energy, strong unconditional love energy, this one big heart of the universe. Carries the energy of Sedona and lightning, the fulgurite was thunderstruck, lightning struck soil in Sedona that crushed up and added in. And amethyst is very transmuting. The rose quartz, it's very whitish looking, but it's actually pale pink. It also carries a love vibration. And then the spirals, carry energy work and circulating the energy. Just had an intention to for this Orgonite to inspire anyone who works with it, for it to be something that can guide people in meditation, support your energy work that you do on yourself, and to support other people, that help you have more lucid dreams and help your mind be more clear, and help your nervous system calm and to relax, and also to break up electromagnetic frequencies like cell phones. Though it's really good if you are worried about electromagnetic frequencies, to try and reduce them. This also will support you. It's also nice to keep it near you in your car or next to where you sleep, or even under your pillow, or hold it in meditation. But it's good to turn off your phone or turn off your Wi-Fi and keep them out of your bedroom or away from you. And I like to hold an object like this for a few minutes, and then I will usually put it down and just work with no object and just with my intention and my awareness. But you should use it however you feel guided to. There's really no wrong or right way to do it. A nice butterfly just flew by. It's going by that bush. There we go. I can see it a little bit. That's kind of a good sign there for transformation. You have the really nice sun, and then there's some kids outside playing. Kind of adds to the positive vibration. Anyway, if anyone's guided to work with these, I have them for sale on my Etsy site, and I'll put a link below in the video description. Sending everyone lots of love and light.